Oh, you did flip it. Okay. All right. Welcome to this fine Sunday morning, our second week of Advent. Welcome to Unity of Richmond's Sunday 11 a.m. service, and we have some exciting things planned today by having a potluck and a concert after service. And so welcome to those of you who are online joining us. Welcome to those of you who are in person. So today, and if there are any visitors here today, just raise your hand. And if you're online, give us a shout out. If it's your first time joining us, we welcome you. So we're going to start with our daily word. Our service leader is Susan Moncure. So it is.
Good morning. Let's all sing this together. Happy holidays, everyone.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad, prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad, prospero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad, prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad, prospero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
Woo!
Awake. We have awakened to our prayer. And as we settle into our seats, allowing that words of that song to settle into every cell in my body, wishing a Merry Christmas. Sweet Spirit, every moment is a Merry Christmas, whatever I want to call it, because every cell in my body is vibrating with love, light, wisdom, creativity, endless energy from Spirit, as me, all around me, no matter what may appear outside of me. The truth is, there is always that merry Spirit of God and love and light in me, as me, all around me. And in this moment, I can relax and breathe it in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful for everything. And so it is. Amen. Okay, let's see. Now we have another prayer. It's called the Metro Richmond Prayer. It comes from Richmond Hill, an ecumenical community right here in Richmond, Virginia. Together we say, we pray for people in Richmond, for living wages and fair benefits for all workers in this metropolitan city, and for sufficient employment to make healthy family life possible. Amen. And next, we're going to have our unity mission statement together. We share the good news that God is unconditional love, expressing as the Christ consciousness in each person. So it is. And our vision statement together, transformed lives, transforming the world. So it is. And we've got a lot of fun opportunities, as always, because we love to get together and enjoy each other's company, our spiritual family. So the first is a big hearty thank you to all the elves that stayed after church last week to decorate. And be sure to whip out your cameras when you leave here today. Yeah, thank you. I tell you what, stand up. Who stand up? Let's see them. All the people who did it last Sunday and before, because, yay! Because guess what? There really are elves that live in the world, and they're right here amongst us. So you'll probably want to get your cameras out and take pictures of yourselves, great selfies in front of that magnificent tree, which rivals the one at Lewis Ginter Botanical Gardens. All right? Yes, it does. I know Ronnie will love that. Okay, our next one is the Remembrance Service. So this service is an opportunity to share in the feelings of letting go, for any releasing that you want to process from the past year, whether it be a loved one passing or changing in a job situation or relationship. It's time to come together. It is on Wednesday night at 6:30 here at Unity of Richmond. And you can also send in photos to, hang on for a second, let me see this, avunityrichmond.org if you would like those. We'll put them on the screen here for all to share, pray over. So it's an evening of reflection and remembrance as we celebrate and honor the lives of our loved ones. And then, of course, that includes our pets. And let's see. Next one is the holiday cookie exchange. This is a loved tradition here at Unity. And we have Mr. Claus, Steve Hall, and his beautiful elf, Robin Moore, are the hosts. And how it works is this. If you would like to participate, that means taking cookies home with you. Bring some cookies. They're asking for 6 dozen cookies for each person. to bring. And then we're going to have tea and coffee downstairs because, we love to get together and sip coffee and chat. And then also, if you didn't bring cookies, please come. But we're just asking for a tithe, a donation, $10, because this goes to our mission and our purpose at Unity of Richmond. And nobody is going to be turned away. That's right. And the next one is Chant Night. We're welcoming in the solstice. That is the time when the darkest night of the year. And then after that, the light comes back. So that is going to be bringing back the light, December 21st, 7 p.m. here at Unity of Richmond. And you can visit the Unity of Richmond Facebook page if you can't attend in person and see it online. But it's going to be another beautiful night when we can chant and lift the vibration of our community and raise our energy into peace and wellness. Join us for meditation and chanting. Okay. The next is something that's happening today, right after church. There is a potluck. We always love those downstairs. And then afterwards, come upstairs, and we're going to have a holiday concert. Our own beloved minister is going to be singing and leading in heart songs and holiday concerts, and an opportunity to sing along. Thank you for staying. And again, nobody's turned away. If you didn't remember to bring anything, don't worry. Just come be with us. Being together is the most important thing. And the next thing is the holiday raffle, another tradition. This time, there's all these widgets and gadgets and fixes out front. It's about $250 worth of tools, as well as a $50 gift card to Lowe's. It's a way, to raise money here for Unity. And the tickets are $5 each, or 3 for $10, such a deal. So you can see someone out in the hall and purchase your ticket. Thank you. Let's see if there's another one. I think there's one more. Okay, last call for poinsettias. We love to have them here in the front of the sanctuary around the holidays. And if you would like to purchase one in memory of a friend or a relative or yourself, then please go outside to the library area or the bookstore area, and you can fill that out, a form, and purchase one. You can also email your request to av@unityrichmond.org. I think the deadline is coming up. I don't know the date exactly, but it's now. How about that? Yeah, Reverend Valorie says, yep, it's now. So as they say, be there or be square. And that's the end of our opportunities. And now our Reverend Valorie is going to gift us with a song, I believe. Yeah. That's after your song. Yeah.
All right, so the song we're going to do is called Be the Change. Prompted by Mayor's suggestion to write a song about Gandhi's quote, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." And so, this is it. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can spend your whole life searching for the answers to all the suffering in the world. But when you ask why, it leads you nowhere. The only change comes from inside. You've got to be
change you wish to see in the world. You've got to be the change you wish to see in the world.
It's easy to judge, and it's easy to blame. It's easy to find some sort of explanation, but that doesn't change the root of the problem. It comes from a deep sense of separation. You got to be the change you wish to see in the world. You've got to be the change you wish to see in the world. Sometimes it seems so overwhelming, and our thoughts lead to fear and darkness. But if you stop, say no, look and listen, there is an answer waiting to be heard. You are a human being, yes you are, and not a human doing. Letting go is freeing, so just let go and let love work through you. You got to be the change you wish to see in the world. You've got to be the change you wish to see in the world. Be the change. Be the change. Be the change. Be the change. All right. Thank you. What fabulous musicians we have. We are so blessed.
And Mare will help us with the Advent candle.
Good morning, Unity. All right, so let me see if I can get a little light here and get this in front of me. So this Advent season, my prayer is that we dedicate ourselves to being the peace we wish to see in both our inner and outer worlds, and be the change we wish to see. So let me say this affirmation once, and then let's repeat it together twice. On this day of Advent, may my heart and mind be established in the peace of God. And together, on this day of Advent, may my heart and mind be established in the peace of God. On this day of Advent, may my heart and mind be established in the peace of God. And so it is.
So it's so great to see you all here today. Hello, Rob, Jarifa, Peggy White, and all of those of you who are online that I have not identified yourself. I know you're there, but thank you for always being so faithful and joining us online as well. Today's message is Sing Out Loud, Let Your Music Be Heard. I had done actually T-shirts that said that. I don't have any more. I thought I'd bring a visual aid, but I don't have any more T-shirts. But this is a way of saying, let's, follow our bliss. And there are many different ways in which that has been said. But to follow our bliss is to find what gives you purpose, what gives you joy, and to share it with others. Not just during this one, season of the year, but always, ongoingly. Now, I followed my bliss early in life with the encouragement of both of my parents who encouraged love for music, got me voice lessons, guitar lessons, and they helped instill in me an appreciation of music, and they also appreciated my gift and supported that. And being a musician or an artist, it can be a difficult path because it's not the way of a regular paycheck. So I was told when I was declaring my major of music that something to fall back on. But I went ahead with it anyway. I got my degree in music, and I studied voice and participated in choir and did all of the things that creatively they still do, feed my soul. So what I've discovered is that it is our creativity that we must fall back on. It's our creativity that is our unique expressing in the world. It's the thing you're passionate about. It's the thing that it's the music of your soul, in the metaphorical sense. We have something within us that is striving to come out and be expressed and shared. To follow your bliss is to follow spirit, because all of these wonderful desires and impulses come from spirit, these divine ideas that have many ways of expressing uniquely through each one of us. It's a beautiful tapestry of uniqueness that we all are in ways in which we express our creativity. So if you're not a visual artist or a musician, you're still creative. We're all creative. And we either do it by default or by design. We either do it unconsciously, or we can use our creative power consciously. So why not use it consciously and use that power for the greater good? Jesus told his disciples to seek first the kingdom of God, and all else would follow. And then in Luke 12:32, he said, "It is the Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom." So what is that kingdom? And do we have any slides for this today? The kingdom is love made manifest. It's our consciousness. And love is the great harmonizing, attracting power of the universe. It's the glue that holds the universe together. And there's many ways that to follow your bliss has been expressed. One is from Rumi, the 12th century Sufi poet. He said, "Let the beauty we love be what we do. There are hundreds of ways to kneel and kiss the ground." So what is it that you appreciate? What beauty do you appreciate in life? Put your intentions, set your intentions, put your actions and words toward that, and fall back on that. This is what keeps us going through difficult times, through challenges. And I know it was for me. Because growing up as a child was, in my early teenage years, was a difficult and tumultuous time in my parents' life. And their tension worsened, and they were fighting all the time. And they ultimately decided to split and got divorced. So it's that gift of music that I had that I still had during that time that things were falling apart in my family. The gift of music, of singing, of writing songs, of participating in the arts in school. It kept me sane and brought love and beauty into my life with all that was taking place at home, which was also influenced by alcoholism and addiction. And so I am so grateful to have had this gift in my life, and it has served me well, and it continues so as I have grown into other areas of creativity and into this mantle of being spiritual leader here at Unity of Richmond. So let the beauty love what you do. Let the beauty we love be what we do. Explore the things that you're passionate about. And then look at the things that light you up. Well, it's our why. There are hundreds of ways to kneel and kiss the ground is the other part of that quote by Rumi. There are hundreds of ways to express our gratitude, to express our devotion to what is important to us, these gifts of the Spirit. So I'd like to take a little time now to share, let the beauty we love be what we do together. It was a song that was shared with me that was done in the dances of Universal Peace and shared by one of the facilitators. We're not going to do any movements with it, but it's just let the beauty we love be what we do. There are hundreds of ways to kneel and kiss the ground. And it goes like this. You can probably catch on as we go along. Let the beauty we love be what we do. Let the beauty we love be what we do. Let the beauty we love be what we do. Let the beauty we love be what we do. There are hundreds of ways. There are hundreds of ways. There are hundreds of ways. There are hundreds of ways to kneel and kiss the ground, to kneel and kiss the ground. And then it repeats. Let the beauty we love be what we do. Let the beauty we love be what we do. Let the beauty we love be what we do. Let the beauty we love be what we do. There are hundreds of ways. There are hundreds of ways. There are hundreds of ways. There are hundreds of ways to kneel and kiss the ground. To kneel and kiss the ground. Let the beauty we love be what I credit that. It was Anahata Moore who set that quote and taught us, I don't know, it was 20 some more than 2 decades ago that I learned it. And do you appreciate, and what beauty do you bring to the world? Think about that. And that my song, The Amazing You, which I've done in previous service before, and we're going to do it at the concert this afternoon. The message of that is, know you are a gift. Know that you are loved, you are worthy. And yeah, I know it's easier said than done, which I'll address in a few moments. Wayne Dyer said to follow your bliss in this way. He said, don't die with your music still inside you. Listen to your inner intuitive voice and find out what passion soul. Don't die with your music inside you. Listen to your inner intuitive voice and find out what passion stirs your soul. Now, to do that, it takes some risk, some amount of risk, but it is worth it. Now, I discovered at an early age that I have the ability to connect with people through singing and through songwriting. And my songwriting was mostly inspired by someone in my life going through something. I would write a song. First song was, actually it was my mother's birthday, and I wrote a birthday song for her. I thought, why don't I write a song? Recorded it on the little cassette recorder in the bathroom where all the acoustics were so good, right, with the echo. And then the song was called Music Is. And I actually won a contest with that and got to go into the recording studio and record that song when I was 14 and a half years old. So I kept with it. Worth it. And then I would also write some poetry. After a while, it was like writing something, and I'm like, is this meant to be a song? Or maybe it's just a poem, and it just stands alone. But it was my means of self-expression. So as I lived my healing journey from generational trauma in my family and personal trauma of things in my childhood, I sought divine direction. I journeyed, as I've mentioned before, from Mormonism to unity and New Thought, Unitarian Universalism, and some of the indigenous people spirituality. I found spiritual truth everywhere as my soul opened up, and I let go of the rigidity of certain have-tos and belief practices that kept me, very small. Now, as the songs I wrote along the way, they were a testament to what was being revealed, what spiritual truth was being revealed within me. And they were a testament to my spiritual growth, spirit-guided messages that wanted to be delivered to those who would hear them. So we're going to hear a small selection of those at our concert this afternoon. So do come and enjoy the concert, and you'll hear some of the songs, some of the stories behind the songs. And we'll sing some holiday songs together as well. The Amazing You, as I mentioned before, was a message of a song that came to me during a very difficult time in my life, a health crisis. And this health crisis seemed to come up quite suddenly and mysteriously. Fortunately for me, I was able to use the tools that I had, spiritual principles of unity, and the guidance of some very wise souls, as well as practitioners, that helped me get to the bottom of things. So as I took the time to pause from a lot of activity, because I had ultimately been diagnosed with Graves' disease, an overactive thyroid, that was making me have heart palpitations, lose weight rapidly, lose hair, not be able to sleep, low blood sugar, anxiety, everything. It was very frightening. It's something I hadn't experienced up to that point in my life with my health. So on the advice of a holistic nurse practitioner, I used some nutritional supplemental products, a lot of rest and prayer and meditation. I used Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Body, because we all know how the body and mind are connected, interconnected, and that the stress of the mind affects our bodies and our immune system. So I used these things along with Western medicine. I used affirmations and worked on beliefs that I had about myself, thinking I was unworthy because of the abandonment of my father when my parents split. And I also thought I wasn't good enough because of a lot of criticism growing up. So these were the blocks to my well-being, and during this and other times of crisis, more than ever I learned to rely on Spirit to guide me and to turn within for inner direction. Now this holiday season is difficult for a lot of people, especially those who are in grief, losing loved ones, or the tension of family systems and expectations of families when they get together. So, as Susan said, I think that, our holiday remembrance service helps serve us well in preparing for the holidays and connecting with our inner experience so that we can move through the holidays honoring our grief, our feelings, and losses, as well as allow the blessings of the holiday season to come through. So if you're facing a challenge right now, and the most important thing you can do is to learn to love yourself, to have faith in Spirit and follow your bliss. And following your bliss and doing these things will bring us the peace, the hope, the joy, and the love of the Advent season. We have to do it gradually, don't we? Sometimes we have to take it one day at a time, one step at a time. So I've broken down the word bliss into an acronym of steps to remember. And that acronym spells out the word BLISS. So the first one is B. B stands alone. B stands for itself, because be more, do less. You are a human being, not a human doing, as it said in the song. To have balance in our life between being and doing. B for balance. There you go. There's another meaning. The second, the L, is to let your light shine. Look for ways that you can bring beauty into the world and share of yourself. 3, I, integrate spirit, mind, and body, because we are a threefold being. We are spirit, we are mind, and we are have a body. So I like to use the practice, like what is mine to do today to support my spirit? What is mine to do today to support my body? And what is mine to do today to support my mind or my mental health? So we can do simple questions like that and just make a commitment to follow through with one simple thing in each of those areas. So integrate body, mind, and spirit. Now S, the first S is simplicity. To not complicate your life with situations. A lot of times because of unworthiness and shame, we do tend to self-sabotage ourselves. So it's important that we weed out and let go of what doesn't any longer serve you. Things that you perceived, it doesn't serve the greater good, it doesn't serve you, and things that you may have perceived as a harm. So, because if we don't forgive and we don't let go, it's, as the Thich Nhat Hanh, Dalai Lama have said, it's like drinking poison. It's not good, and really, in our bodies, it's not good for our immune system or our mental health to hold on to resentments. So the practice of forgiving is to be practiced regularly, not just the burning bowls ceremony that we have once a year. I mean, after all, when Jesus was asked, how many times do we have to forgive? And he said 70 times 7. He meant that it's something we have to ongoingly do in our life. Now, there was a point in my life when I came to a point in my early adulthood of forgiving my father. He had just recently come back into my life and was, I was glad to see him. I was really glad. And in some of the conversations we had, I had shared with him that I felt disappointed and hurt by the fact that he had made lots of promises that he couldn't keep. And I didn't do that to shame him or anything, but I was being authentic and sharing what that experience was for me. And his response was that he wept. And he said, I didn't come around because I thought I didn't have anything to offer you. Can you imagine living your life like that sense of unworthiness that you don't have anything to offer? Well, wow, it's still there. Well, I forgave him. I understood that he had his own pain and his own unresolved traumas from his family, growing up as German immigrants in America, and not knowing English language until he was put in the first grade, and he was still speaking German. But anyway, it was a strong moment, and I just had to keep reminding him over and over, I've forgiven you, Dad. I love you, You need to forgive yourself. So, don't die with your love still in you. Express it. And know that the expression of love is way more important than things, right? Way more important than financial gifts or whatever, but the gift of your time, the gift of your presence, the gift of your love. So we have a finite amount of time on this earth plane. We were made by love. We were created in the image of love, and we are here to be love in expression. And the only way to do that is to be yourself, to live authentically. So the last S is to stand in your authenticity. Now, when I say stand in your authenticity, I don't mean vomit all over people when you're upset. And we may do that from time to time, and we have to, forgive. But stand in your authenticity may be speaking the truth about yourself, what you're experiencing, but without blame or shame. That one, practice. You can stand in your authenticity without trying to fix others or demeaning yourself. And standing in your authenticity is to sing out loud, let your music be heard, let your love be known, and not care what other people think or not. Because if you're sincere, they're going to get it. So what do we do when we slip up? Because we do. Go within, become self-aware. What am I making this mean? Then take steps to share with others what you know what's going on inside of you. Notice what you're noticing. Notice where your attention is. Where are your primary thoughts? Is it on something this other person did, or is it on looking at what's going on inside of me that I am feeling this hurt or this pain? Because remember, we are all each other's mirrors. My teacher in the early days used to say, we are each other's healing angels. Okay, that means when our buttons are pushed, our healing angel is there right in front of us. So once you notice your feelings and take that feedback, because feelings are the feedback. The body is giving us feedback where things are off, where that stress is. That means we need to get back on track. So what's behind the feeling then? Well, like I shared, I had a belief that I wasn't worthy, that I wasn't lovable, things like that. Wasn't enough. And by the way, I know that's a universal thing, right? We all experience that at some level. So, looking at what are some personal laws? This is a personal inventory. You know, recovery has just a personal inventory. So, in our recovery, we need to do that. Become self-aware. Take a personal inventory. Okay, and then we do the last step, which is letting go, which is release, which is forgiveness. Forgiveness. So we use the teachings of releases and affirmations in unity. So if I am identifying a belief that I'm not enough, I say, wait a minute, stop. That's not true. That's an untrue thought. We need to banish those thoughts from our consciousness. So I give this thought or this past condition or experience no power. The Spirit of God is my power. God is within me is my power. I am worthy. I am good. I am. So we can turn those thoughts around into these affirmations. And that's how we use that third principle in unity. Now, another quote by Rumi is, "Out beyond ideas of right doing and wrong doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there." Out beyond ideas of right doing and wrong doing, there's a field. I'll meet you there. And there's a musician, Eric Odell, who wrote that into a song, along with adding a few, expanding on it a bit. And I thought, as I learned that song from attending another Unity church, I thought, wow, that would be a great one to do at a circle dance, you know. And I put some movements to it. And I would like to have us do it together, but we don't have to make a circle. You can just stand where you are. And because it's a meditation and it's embodying the truth of these words out beyond ideas of right and wrong. So it goes like this. Out beyond ideas of right and wrong, there's a field. I'll meet you there. If we were in a circle, we'd grab hands there, right? Out beyond ideas of right and wrong, there's a field. I'll meet you there. Out beyond ideas of right and wrong, there's a field. I'll meet you there. Out beyond ideas of right and wrong, there's a field. I'll meet you there. A field of love, a field of forgiveness, a peace that passes understanding. Out beyond ideas of right and wrong, there's a field. I'll meet you there. Then we go higher. Out beyond ideas of right and wrong, there's a field. I'll meet you there. Out beyond ideas of right and wrong, there's a field. I'll meet you there. A field of love, a field of forgiveness, a peace that passes understanding. Out beyond ideas of right and wrong, there's a field. I'll meet you there. There's a field. I'll meet you there. Thank you. You may be seated. Could you hand me the water bottle there? Thank you. Thank you. It was great to see you all and hear you all doing that and help me along because, when you cry and stuff's running down your throat, it's kind of hard to sing. So to conclude today, I want you to remember the acronym BLISS. B is for be, right? Be more, do less. L, let your light shine, let your love out. I is integrate your body, spirit. S is simplicity, keep it simple, don't complicate your life, keep it simple. S, and the last S is to stand in your authenticity. Being authentic is following those divine impulses to express your creativity in a certain way. Creativity doesn't just apply to the visual and musical or artists. It applies to everyone. So wherever you are, whatever your vocation, whatever your service in the world, your title, your role, your education, you use your creativity. You use it. So use it to be your best self and bring about more hope and more peace and more love and more beauty into creation. So I'm going to end this with a quote you've all heard before by Anonymous. Sing like no one is listening. Love like you've never been hurt. Dance like no one's watching. And live like it's heaven on earth. When you do those things, then you will have followed your bliss. And so it is. Now Susan will lead us into meditation.
Thank you, Reverend Valorie. I'm trying to come back because I was meditating, I guess, on all that you were sharing. I want to start off with the knowing that when we open up our hearts and our minds, we always hear the voice of God calling to us. And this morning, before I came here, I picked up Eric Butterworth's book, In the Flow of Life. And Eric is a minister and sage of unity. So I would like to share in a meditation with you some of Eric's thoughts and ideas that flow out of everything that we've experienced this morning. So I invite you to relax in your seat, taking a breath in and releasing, noticing your feet on the floor, the chair holding you up. And let's take another deeper breath and release, feeling the tension melting. As we come into this one heart, one mind, the heart and body of Christ within us and as us and all around us. Breathing in and breathing out, feeling in the flow of life right here, right now, where we all are. Knowing that we are centered in the mind of God, and that every bit of energy and flow from that mind of God in and all around us is peace, is serenity. Yes, there is a flow. There is a movement. There is an outflowing and upflowing, which we can relax in and trust and know that wherever we are, God is always in us and around us, supporting us in evolving to our highest and best, and that every person or place or thing that we encounter, we can relax and trust and know that this is a message of hope and healing, no matter what it may appear to be. Ultimately, there is a core message of hope and love and peace. For we are an instrument of that peace. That is our purpose here in this life, to raise our consciousness to feeling that wherever we are. Breathing in and breathing out in this now moment, feeling, sensing all of the other radiant beings around us, and perhaps the ones that are not in the room, they are here with us in our hearts. There is no separation. Peace, love, and harmony. That is the message. Breathing in and breathing out, releasing that which no longer serves us, trusting in the moment, feeling the radiance of love inside and outside, in a moment of quietude. And coming back into that now moment, together in the flow of life and love, harmony, seeing only the highest and the best, and trusting. We are grateful for this time together and know that when we depart this place, we are still together in the heart, in the mind of God, of Spirit, in peace and love and harmony, in the flow. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and look around to all of these radiant beings, all expressions of the One. Welcome back. It was nice spending time with all of you. And now it's time to bring up the youth. Do we have them here today? It's
We grew up so fast.
Are there any? Do you think we have any today, Valorie? I can't tell. Marcy is going to check. No, oh, I got the word. It's not today. So I'm going to invite the ushers to come forward. Would you like to do this? Oh, okay. And we're getting ready for our wonderful ushers. And we're getting ready for our prosperity blessing, and together we all say, divine love expressing through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am grateful.
don't you let it. And circumstance seems to drag you down, but don't let it get to you. Your state of mind can make things far too complicated. And soon you'll find your peace of mind comes with patience. If you do what you've always done, nothing changes. If you let go, then you will know something different. Sometimes it takes just a little break from the madness. Return to things that make you sing through the darkness. Follow your bliss. Open up your arms to love that's everlasting. And you will soar and be reborn with understanding. Sometimes it takes just a little break from the madness. Return to things that make you sing through the darkness. Open up your arms to love that's everlasting. And you will soar and be reborn with understanding. And you will soar, you will soar, you will soar.
Let's see. There we go. Get my little cheat sheet here. And together, we give thanks for the gifts that will support our mission of creating a spiritually awakened world. Thank you. So now, lots of thank yous and so much gratitude for certainly the band led by Ian, Forrest, and Ryan. Yeah. And of course, our Reverend Valorie singing and giving us his words of inspiration. Thank you. And also the folks in the back, without which wouldn't be able to be broadcast. There's Rich and Natasha and Bernice. Thank you. And then I think, oh, yeah. And the dogs. And also thank you to the little elves downstairs. I think it's Penelope and I'm not sure who, Debbie are down there helping with fixing for the potluck. Thank you. And, oh, no, you're here, Debbie. Oh, I know. She's everywhere.
Everybody's helping.
Everybody's helping. Thank you for all the folks that are helping. I think I got it, yeah. So next we have our prayer for protection, and we could stand and say that together. The light of God surrounds us. We are light. The love of God enfolds us. We are love. The power of God protects us. We are power. The presence of God watches over us. We are presence. Wherever we are, God is. We are divine.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be with God.